born in the south side of San Antonio in 1977. I was baptized at St. James Catholic Church. It was such a tight-knit community, you know. There's definitely a certain feel to the south side, I think, that you don't find anywhere else in San Antonio. I have a lot of fond memories of growing up in that neighborhood. A lot of the work that I'm creating today is very derivative of that community. Waking up on Saturday mornings, you know, hearing ice cream trucks and the old radios, you know, conjunto music or hip-hop music, airplanes flying by into Kelly Air Force Base, the big, you know, C-130s or the C-47s. It's almost as if, you know, I'm hearing these sounds running through my head, you know, while standing at the easel drawing. Artists will always help a community to survive, and artists will forever help the memory of a community survive, I think. Once the pieces are created, you know, I can almost immerse myself into that environment that that character is in, and it kind of brings back those nostalgic memories, I think, of being a kid. That whole environment that I believe, you know, I'm definitely a product of. What I've absorbed over the years, it filters out back into the work. What I'm hoping to do is create something that's a fusion of all of these elements, and, you know, it creates this sort of a new sense of identity, a new narrative. I first used the idea of the boxer, I think, in 2000. I had read an article about this old school boxer. He started fighting at 11 in the morning and didn't finish till about 10 at night. He went like 35 rounds and was basically beaten to like a bloody pulp, you know, at the end of the fight. The idea of the fighter really evolved into this idea of masculinity and competition and sport, and how those went together, and how violence was very much tuned into the idea of sport and entertainment. What I'm trying to convey to the viewer is that the idea of a hero nowadays is so convenient. You know, we have so many heroes on TV overnight, on CNN, and, you know, on MTV. You know, whoever's the hottest rapper and who's serving as a role model. And so I'm really trying to tap into the idea of recreating a hero. I'm hoping that the pieces themselves become, in the long run, these living heroes. You know, this character will live on forever. And the fighter really began to stood for the idea of just surviving as a human being. You know, going through the everyday pressures and the sense of being overwhelmed emotionally, physically, and mentally. I've always been really interested in the idea of when you've been stripped of all that you know, when you've been shunned by all of your friends and family, and in the very end you're left with nothing but your heart and your mind and your soul. What is your reaction? And so you'll follow this one boxer. He knows that there's no way out of it, but he just won't go down. And he's even accepted his own fate, but the idea of him being beaten down and getting back up, you know, to me that's what survival is. That's what a true warrior is constantly facing these challenges and obstacles and not letting fear get in the way. I've learned to, I guess, let go as far as when I'm creating the works. I've figured out that that's very much a strong part of the work is my own personal story in each one of these pieces. I think that within time, whether I intend it or not, the idea of a self-portrait is going to come out. My own story and how these pieces are really an extension of me. It has really nothing to do with the idea of the actual sport of boxing, but more this internal, emotional, physical, and mental struggle that we all face and encounter throughout our lives.